A large portion of the economic prosperity in the West was based on agriculture. Many people moved west after the War of 1812 because the land was cheap and they wanted to farm. They formed their own culture with a clear division of labor, and they were very social. They partook in sports and hoedowns. People were interested in the Far West mainly for farming land and fur trade. An example of this is Jacob Astor, a New York merchant who founded the fur trading post of Astoria at the mouth of the Columbia River in Oregon County. Usually whites relied heavily on Native American for fur, but in the 1820s, mountain men or white trappers gathered furs, withstanding harsh conditions. The growth of commercial agriculture was caused by the increased ability of people to borrow money. Speculators were people who purchased huge portions of land and then sold them back to farmers piece by piece. Squatters settled land without purchasing it and refused to move. The transportation revolution allowed the agriculture in the West to have an easily accessible market. Cities sprung up and became large trade centers which attracted businessmen. The most rapid urbanization occurred between 1820 and 1860. Settlers required more and more land in the West. They took it with the help of the Indian Removal Act, which Andrew Jackson used to trade private land owned by Indians east of the Mississippi for public land west of the Mississippi. He compensated them with a small fee. The policies that allowed people to borrow money from banks on demand was overused to fuel the economic boom, and after 1817 a recession decreased demand for U.S. goods, and many farmers were unable to pay the loans they had taken out. This caused many people to distrust banks. The Western culture caused people to dislike federal government when it was harming them, but they wanted the government to move the Indians.